Hiya, come on in, get cozy. I hope everyone's staying blessed and protected, and I hope everyone is going to have an absolutely fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. I want to thank all my lovely subscribers for being here, for all your likes, shares, comments, everything. And I want to give a big shout out to Lisa, one of our lovely subscribers. It's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Lisa. We have an absolutely fantastic Friday. I hope you enjoy every moment. Started my detox today. I made myself a organic beetroot juice, organic carrot juice, celery, apple, organic flaxseed oil, and I also took my colloidal gold, colloidal silver, vervain tincture, pine tincture, mullein tincture, sea moss tincture, tulsi drops, which is a blend of all really good. I like it. It tastes like mint. Echinacea. Did I say echinacea? Yeah, just take them all, and they're absolutely amazing. They're my medicine, nature's medicine. But yeah, I bought the Clarity deck out today. I bought the Earth and Bone Oracle, the Human Spirit Oracle, the Sacred Seas Oracle, and I bought the Gilded Reverie, the Lenormand. So I'm sure that Spirit has a message here for someone, and we're going to get right into it and see what this message is. Oh, we've got judgment here. Bring less judgment on self and others, and choosing a path that aligns with your talents. The money path. Yeah, but I know it's not all about money, but it is a bit sad that, we're born into a world where as soon as we're born, we're just debt slaves, really. We have to pay. Next, we're going to have to pay for oxygen or sun. They'll be charging us because the charges for everything else, that's free. That comes from this earth, where we have to pay to live up here. Where's the common sense in that? I watched something this morning. It's like, who decided that they owned everything, and and that they have to sell it all to us, and that we have, the trap, that 9 to 5 trap. Not everybody works 9 to 5, but that trap of going to work, paying taxes, paying all your bills. It's like, what are you working for at the end of the day? Barely surviving, barely getting by. Honestly, when I look at my outgoings on a month, all them debts, all them payments that have to come out every month, it's like ridiculous. It is ridiculous. No, they don't want us to get to be able to progress, and either going to get lucky, get a good job, and but you're never at home. You miss your family. People hire nannies, they miss the kids going into that trap, that school, that uneducation, miseducation, or whatever they want to call it, because I know that everything I learnt in school was a lie and didn't teach me nothing really. What you talk about, I already knew how to read before I went to school. I was already reading. But anyway, let's get into this reading, because don't get me started. Dear Heavenly Spirit of the Most High, Heavenly Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors of our highest good, we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our chakras from the root to the crown. We call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our energies as we channel this message. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to block out all and any negative or evil interference. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to show the collective exactly what it is they need to see right now. Thank you. The Temperance Angel. It says, heal rifts and avoid ego now. Money is cooperation and peace in the workplace. The Temperance Angel always is here to bring a balance. And we've got small steps to improvement here. It's saying, don't give up. Don't give up. On this money path, don't give up, Spirit says. We've got a Queen of Cups here, love, a kind and romantic woman, talented and an helping woman. So you have talents, you know, gifts. Not everybody has them, you know, but you know, when you tap into your creative side, it says here, stay positive, work through your differences. And it's saying good at work, people notice that you're good at work. Queen of Wands here, a romantic, loyal, always busy, creativity, doing what you love. I love creating things, I really do. I just need to stop procrastinating to create things. I've got a lot of sorting out to do, but I haven't been well. I really haven't, but you know, I'm trying to recover. I'm on the road to recovery, hopefully. And hopefully the pains can go away. It's just my neck, you know, like it just doesn't seem to be getting better. But I'm all right. I've been through worse. I've had broken bones, you know. I've got scars on both my wrists. I look like I've had hooks put through my wrists. And if they say that the scars we get in this life is anything to go with in our past lives, I must have been a slave or something. Because, you know, I've got the scars where it looks like somebody's put hooks through me, and I've also got a big scar down the middle of there. We've got the Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups here. This is good. A loving, loyal relationship. And money is reward, respect and success. We've got love, meeting through work on a practical person. A practical venture, profits. A loving, joyful relationship, meeting through your work. Oh, my neck. Oh, my word. And I just seen Two of Pentacles, and it's saying sharing resources, a loving partner. Yesterday's reading turned out to be a love reading. I didn't expect that. A Queen of Swords and a Knight of Wands here. And we've got the Six of Pentacles, sharing resources that both benefit from. We've got a romantic, loyal, always busy woman. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Take that as it resonates. A Knight of Swords is like a shift in a relationship here. Finance, job shift. It could be moving jobs. You know, this is where you might meet that person. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. But yeah, I feel like sharing resources here, because you know, you get a lot of people who get into relationships here, and there's an imbalance in a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a woman could be expected to do all the work or at home as well as going to work, and then the man's like, you know, maybe paying for a lot of stuff. There needs to be like an equal balance, an equilibrium in that kind of relationship. It can't be all one-sided, because it would cause an imbalance. Oh, Justice. Spirit, my favourite card in the deck. Seeking balance and fairness in love. Fair financial settlement is reached in money. So there's going to be, you know, take that as it resonates. If you're waiting on something, it's going to be fair. With the Six of Pentacles as well, it's like financial backing, teamwork. Heaven, the Spirit, Heaven, the angels. What message more do we have for the collective? Thank you. Oh, someone releasing control. You or your partner releasing control and ego, changing your mind about money, career, a job. So this could be a moving job. Somebody could think, you know what it is? I am no longer available for so, you know, maybe you could be in a job where you're not valued. But I don't know, I've seen that somebody recognising your work. It might be somebody from another place, you know, and you get moved on. You might move jobs, get a better job, get a better pay. Eight of Pentacles are dedicated to each other, mature love, and money, getting a raise, respect and gain. So this could be it could be a raise getting, you know, if you bring a lot of value to your job and you're not getting paid the right wage, you know, you're not going to feel good. You know, you're going to move somewhere where you will be respected, where your talents aren't, you know. We've got timid love here, a new creative venture. Page of Cups. You can see two dolphins in the background there. We've got a Two of Swords, a pause for balanced thinking on a situation, having faith in your own ideas. And then we have the Fool, a new love or a deepening of a relationship, a new job, spending wisely. So that I feel like it could be a new job here, new love, new job, take it as it resonates. Yeah, you could be more valued somewhere else. Heavenly Spirit, Heavenly Angels. Yeah, you've got to go where you're valued, you know, if you're not getting the right pay. Yeah, meeting through work here, practical person, practical ventures and profits. So this could be a timid love, but you're meeting through work. But it's rewarding here, there's contentment. This is a new job again, position or promotion. So it's a new relationship or a new job or both. Yay. There's no way that I've got there's 2 Page of Cups. How do I get 2 Page of Cups in one deck? That is so weird. You know, that makes me think, have I got a missing card? 2 Page of Cups. Could be twins. Take that as it resonates, because why would, you know, I never even noticed that before. I've never knew that there was 2 Page of Cups in this deck. So there is kind of a timid love, you know, but rewarding. It's rewarding, and this new job is here again. Yes, we've got lovers, mutual caring and attraction, combining resources and collaborations. I feel like this is what I was picking up on, something being like equal, you know, sharing. You know, because you get some girls who think that the men have to pay for everything, you know, and I just feel that's a bit sad. I mean, fair enough if they have a lot of money and the woman doesn't, but I feel like if there's kind of an equal balance here. I really seen that when I seen the Temperance Angel. There's kind of an equal balance. You could both work in the same place, but I do know that there's still discrimination against women. You know, women's pay especially. Yeah, sharing resources, love, working with a love partner, juggling projects and collaboration. So I feel like it is working with somebody who you could work with. It might, you know, these readings are past, present or future. There's no time, you know, specifics on this reading, on any readings. You could be, you know, you take it as it resonates. We've got love here, Ace of Swords, rising above adversity, healing, inspiration, possible new job again. So yeah, there could be and we've got love here, a strong spiritual connection. It says money and trust in your intuition can manifest quickly. So yes, you could have a master manifestor here. You know, it's like, it's all about your vibration and your belief as well. Well, your knowing. It's, you know, beliefs are not like knowing. And knowing is just know that you can do something. Know that something's going to come, and don't worry about things. You know, it's like people are in a constant state of worry, especially regarding money. But this is where the trap is. You need to not think about that. There's something being made fair here. Something is being made fair. A fair financial settlement is reached. This could be something to do with the work. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people are getting paid now at this time. Settlements are being reached. You know, things are being made fair. You could take that money and do something useful with it. Yeah, we've got the lovers again. Mutual, caring and attraction. Combined resources, collaboration, a Knight of Wands, an enjoyable and uncommitted affair, taking the risk. Action is favoured. So Spirit's like, maybe take this risk with this timid love. It could be a twin. I just seem strained from caring from others. Maybe you might have been under pressure here. Yeah, I feel like there could have been arguments. Somebody might just need some independence and time alone to take that as it resonates. But I do feel like there's a timid love here. Somebody might be shy. Maybe shy to come and, speak to you. Oh, I've just seen obsessive love there, but no. Meeting through work, practical, maybe not romantic. Study finances, business, healthcare. Somebody could work in the healthcare sector. Yeah, 4 of Wands, happy home, happy, comfortable home, contentment, success and harmony and stability here. We've got dedicated to each other, a mature love. Oh, I'm going to go with this gilded reverie because, I feel like there is a message here. Heavenly Spirit, Heavenly Angels, what does the collective need to see? Thank you. I love you. Number 13 is saying once upon a time here. Once upon a time. I am young. I am new. I am playful and immature. I am a baby, a kid, or a teenager. Small, short, or tiny are other ways to describe me. The child is one of the literal people cards in the Lenormand system, indicating a young person. To be honest, we also take this as a symbol of a childlike nature or someone who is young at heart. Young at heart. No one wants to do a business reading and be advised to choose a young child as a corporate partner. Perhaps we should think a little less literal in some cases. The child inhabits a place of wonderment, innocence, hope, and the ability to play at something just for the fun of it. I picked that up with this Page of Cups. It is another time and place where imagination is unchained and reality is taken at face value. It is the early stages of development where changes can be made and a positive future formed. The reverie depicts this wonderment with an open book of fairy tales. Start of Once Upon a Time. The remaining are blank pages yet to be populated. A fairy castle can be seen with hope in the form of a rainbow. An image that occurs throughout the deck, alluding to the original game of hope from which all Lenormand decks arrive. So I feel like this is someone's story just about to begin. And it could be, something new, something, a new relationship. Somebody who's young at heart. Anything else, Madness Spirit, for the collective? Whoa. Oh, number 37, and it looks like a clock here. A clock. Could be something to do with time. Number 37. My appearance brings time to the forefront of importance. I may be approaching or passing, so be attentive. Use me wisely to provide perspective. Look around me to better understand my involvement. Certain cards may slow me down, but sometimes a quick action will get you the crown. The clocks in Gilded Reverie are symbolic of the metering out of time. The clock is ticking, and life is transitory in nature, so we should savour each moment and live life to the fullest. This card is a reminder of our immortality. The hands of the clock will only go forward into time, and we must go on regardless. It is the card of time management, and the owl reminds us to use time wisely. That was kind of coming up, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe. The context of time in a reading can be suggested usually via the playing card inserts, numerology, or other methods, but this card can nevertheless add additional focus as it highlights the importance of time in the interpretation itself. It may raise a range of perspectives from the need to act immediately to the benefits of the patient wait-and-see approach. It can also suggest that you need to make more time for yourself. This card may indicate a long time if near slow cards. It could also mean a short time if near fast cards. So it means a short time because it's near the child. So it's a short time. There's something happening in a short time. Gilded Reverie incorporates the various ways of recognizing time: a cuckoo clock, a sundial, an hourglass, a cockerel, a candle, and many other dials and contraptions. The clock casts shadows of time in the background, alluding to the notion that time waits for no man. It can be usefully compared to the natural timekeepers of the sun and the moon. So I feel like something's happening in a short time, and I feel like it could be something happening sooner rather than later. That is what I'm picking up off of that. Yeah, sooner rather than later. We've got a warrior here. Inner strength, clarity and presence. And we've got a sage, harmony, acceptance and patience. Well, I'm going to be a nana again any day soon. And my first granddaughter. I've got 4 grandsons. And she's due. We have a cage here: freedom, release and reclaiming power. The cage. So somebody could be getting released. Yeah, there's something here to do with fate, alignment, decisive moments and opportunistic events. Release and let go of the past. Make conscious actions to live your life from a place of love and joy. Trust what's coming and accept what is here for you now. This is your message of transformation. You may be experiencing a tower moment, in that the universe is clearing away stagnant or past energy. You are being stripped bare from everyone and everything that does not serve the new you. The time has come for your cleansing and release. It is time to leave any old energy behind that is not aligned with you. You may need to go through a cleansing process in order to cross over into this new life and new cycle. You are being encouraged to clear out your past and old vibrations, especially emotionally, and cleanse your frequency so that impressions of the past do not negate the abundance that is hurtling toward you. Everything arrives when you are ready. If opportunities arrive on your doorsteps, the universe says that you are ready, even if you have yet to completely heal from the past, just as long as you are making strides forwards. Affirmation: I do not need to dominate anyone to be spiritually awake and attain abundance. I choose to be kind to myself. This is, and I feel like this is coming soon, like it's soon, there's something coming in quick. And it could, your timid love could be you. You know, you might just be like, oh, I'm a bit unsure, because you could have had, you know, something in the past. But I really do feel like with the lovers card coming out, there's something about love here, and meeting through work. Oh, I just seen Surrender Meadow, and it just reminded me of that Jack and Lily case. You know, I am hoping that these kids are alive, but I can't, because I kept picking up that Lily was alive, and you know, and everyone's saying, oh no, this and that and that. Well, I know what I pick up, and I hope they both are. You know, but sometimes it's we're seeing in spirit. We're not seeing in the flesh in readings. We're seeing in the spirit, which transforms into the flesh. Heavenly Spirit, heavenly angels. But I check every day. I just think, I want these kids to be found. I want these kids to be found. You know, it's so sad about all these children. And it's usually the parents that are involved. Our wisdom in independent thinking and enlightenment. We already seen the owl in that. I think in a previous reading, the owl showed itself. The spirit of the owl calls to you. You are beginning to shift your views, not based on the illusion of attaining your goals, but by learning you already are that which you seek. Continue to act as if the things you want are already a part of your reality. Make the mental shift from scarcity to abundance. Replace the tools you need to connect yourself with the manifestation of your reality in your imagination. Choose to adore and love yourself. This isn't about adoring your outer self or accepting your external physical self. It's about accepting and loving the greatness and the beauty of your inner existence. You have begun to recognize and commit devotion to your own wonderful essence. Awaken to the incredible miracle you are. You are entering the higher dimensions. You can hear the teachings of the ascended masters. Continue to ignore any and all interference. You are being called to reflect on what you are feeling and why. Take time to ponder where these feelings are coming from. Create awareness of them so you can modify future outcomes from events that are bound to happen again, because they are meant to teach you something that will help you grow and be the best version of yourself. Consider how you can be more awake and present in similar circumstances in the future. Examine how you feel in the situation and realize that you have the power to change it by making a choice and following through. Affirmation: I can connect my consciousness with the universe and guarantee myself peace at any moment. You can guarantee that. So it's you, that is within you. Yeah, we've got the sage here: harmony, acceptance and patience. And spiritual growth, accountability and healing here. So I feel could be somebody who is growing spiritually, you know, because a lot of people are afraid, you know, to step out of comfort zones, something that they've always been used to, you know, because things will never change if you don't. You have to make the change. You have to be the change. You have to, you know, to follow things through and believe in yourself. Got the Midas touch here. You got the Midas touch. The Midas touch, you know, that's like, it's like when you're on that, oh, my neck. When you're actually vibrating, you know, in your higher self, things can just manifest in front of your eyes, you know. It's happened to me. We've got eye to eye here. Seeing eye to eye. Heavenly Spirit, heavenly angels, what message do you have to the collective? Thank you. Wish, make a wish. Make a wish. And we've got any way the wind blows, a master of destiny. If wishes were dishes, boy, I would be that fine, fine china. Dandelion fluff, wishbones, stars, birthday candles, and 1111. You name it, we wish on it. Do you believe deep in your core that wishes we make come true? Wishes granted are everyday joys, hopes and dreams coming into fruition. Give in to the manifesting of your wishes. As children, we are eager to watch our wishes come true, fully giving in to the possibility. When we put something out into the universe, it often has a way of coming back to us. The universe only wants what is best for us. It might not be exactly what we wanted or expected, but it is usually exactly what we need. So go ahead, make a wish on a shooting star, toss a penny in a fountain, and wish for whatever your heart desires with childlike wonder and belief. And you know something? I need to show you something, what I read on my daily calendar. Now, I'm telling you, this is confirmation. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask for whatever you wish and it will be done for you. John 15:7. Yeah, it says, this abide in me is the all-inclusive condition for effective intercession. It is the key for prayer in the name of Jesus. As we live this way, we develop what Thomas à Kempis calls a familiar friendship with Jesus. We become accustomed to his face. We distinguish the voice of the true shepherd from that of religious hucksters. In the same way, professional jewelers distinguish a diamond from glass imitations by acquaintanceship. When we have been around the genuine article long enough, the cheap and the shoddy become obvious. Yeah, that false image that they have put out there, because the real Yeshua, because J's didn't exist in them days, is bronzed skin with hair like wool. So there, that's how you know. If you look, it says it in the Bible. So that image, we should not worship that image. It even tells us not to worship the image. But yeah, I feel like that. There's a definite somebody a wish here. I wish upon a star to follow where you are. I'm wishing on a dream to follow where you be. I don't know, I'm a bit out of tune, but yeah, that song. I'm going to share that. I think it's Rose Royce who sang that. I am so easy. It says, anyway the wind blows. I am so easy. Mind out of the gutter, please. I am going with the flow. Letting myself just go where things take me and swaying along the journey with the utmost trust. Do you easily bend like the branches of a great willow tree? To what's around you? Does the breeze softly sway you and take you anywhere the wind blows? If not, then perhaps it is time to lean into it. Let's go limber. Let's get limber and go with the flow of the universe. You will find that life can be a peaceful and abundant journey if you trust in yourself and the universe's plan. There is no use in getting caught up in things that are simply out of your control. Take a moment today to sway away, move and learn along your path. You will find that without resistance, life can be much less stressful or even feel like it is flowing easily. So try it out. Plant your feet to the earth, arms in the air, and just give in to the sway. Remember, if you do not bend, you will break. Yeah, where the wind blows. Master of destiny here. Ahoy there! You are at the helm of your ship, choosing the course and making the choices. You can chart your own map and decide where you want to venture. It won't always be smooth sailing. Sometimes the waters can get choppy and rough. That is okay, because lucky for you, you captain this ship. Trust in yourself. Believe you can achieve your goals and dreams. It's okay to get scared or feel unsure. Remember, when you're on the right course, your sea legs won't fail you. Funny that we are travelling these many destinations to create our best destiny. Perhaps that is where the word destination comes from. And now give yourself a high five for charting these uncharted waters and fully understand that you are the master of your destiny. Yeah, we sailed the seven seas. We sailed them seven seas and we're still here. And now we've got the sacred sea, so I feel like it's, we've got the sea goddess of courage, authentic communication. Oh, I wish my neck didn't hurt. I keep getting repeated that black seed oil repeats. Yeah, that's the only thing about it. We've got the sea goddess of momentum, consistent communication, number 28. And we've got art, chakra gateway, love, capacity and expansion. Yeah, I feel like some people close their heart to love, especially when it's like that once bitten, twice shy. But when you heal and open your heart to love again, because imagine if this is why we're born, to love, and love yourself as well. But love yourself enough to know that you do deserve love, and that someone else out there deserves love as well. And I feel this is a mutual thing, mutual caring and attraction here. Just don't give up on it. Don't give up if you have faith. Yes, if you've got faith in this life. Some people, honestly, are so downhearted. They're like, no, I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to be with anyone again. I'm never going to trust anybody again. What? So you're just going to be all lonely for the rest of your life because you feel that everybody's the same as your past partner. And they're not. That means you're not healed. You got to let go. Become better, not bitter. The Sea Spirit Queen. Honor animal souls. Number 19. Oh, we do, don't we? We love these babies. I do shout at them sometimes, but I really do love my babies. Like, I feel so blessed to have them in my life. So beautiful. Yes, you are. So, my babies. I wake up with them every day. They sleep in my bed. I might have to change my sheets every day, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. I'd rather cuddle my babies, I really would. Affirmation. I am a conscious being who connects to the spirits of all animals and creatures of this incredible planet. I honour the lives of all beings and I hold great love for them as they are some of the greatest teachers to walk this earth. They really are. If you watch some animals, like I've seen now the swan acts. The male swan acts towards his missus. That missus sits on that nest and she doesn't move, she protects the eggs. The male swan goes out, gets the food, comes back and regurgitates it back up so his missus can eat. I mean, if my partner did that, I'd be sick. But yeah, it just shows you that the birds do that. The love and the kindness that they have, and it's all inbuilt. Something that's inbuilt inside them. Nobody had to teach them. It was already inbuilt. And this is what I feel like a lot of people don't realise. Everything that we need to know is already inbuilt in us. If you're going outside to look for something to teach you, you're not going to find the way, Like really deep down, it's inside you. It's your heart that, that you need to heal, you need to hope, and you need to listen to that wise voice that you hear inside you. That's you, your higher self. That negative side is the lower self. So if you're hearing a negative voice, tell it to do one. Don't listen to the negative voice, listen to the positive voice, the higher self. Be aware of the animal empire that surrounds you. Listen to the subtle messages from creatures you come across. Honour the spirits of all animals, both dead and alive, to learn more about yourself. The sacred message. The Sea Spirit Queen holds the love and compassion frequencies for the entire animal empire on this planet. The sea is the womb, the origin space for all living beings, including you. If you cannot remember, she is here to assist. You are being called to own your place in our tribe as an ambassador for all living beings. We are all made of the same matter, and all matter equally. Bring consciousness to every living creature you come in contact with, even if it is on your dinner plate. Honouring the souls that have sacrificed life for yours is a profound experience and helps to bring more loving, compassionate kindness to this planet on a collective level. I have great gratitude for those who can acknowledge these beings and choose what is best for the entire planet of living creatures while there is still time. Sacred sea ritual. Look into and feel the soul essence of each living creature you come into contact with. Take a moment and mirror their life force energy back into yourself. Imagine yourself as this creature looking back at you. Open your consciousness to listen to the incredible messages and downloads that come through. Take notes and plan new actions that will help make the planet a better place. Trust your impressions and know that you are powerfully supported, and great abundance showers down on you for your caring, kind, golden, conscious compassion when you connect and learn from every living being. When you consume from the animal empire, honour your food as a living soul that holds loving compassion frequencies, and closely work and play with and listen to the messages that are being shared with you, as they are treasure maps to the new earth reality you are creating. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't realise that, like me, sometimes I might, eat chicken and that, but, eating animals, no, I'd rather be a vegetarian. I'm mainly vegetarian, but sometimes I will, if it's a free range or grass fed, I will, but, it is about honouring them. Because even in the Bible, it says it didn't say to eat the meat only on special occasions. Should we eat meat, And I feel like people are eating it every single day and without even a second thought. And they're like, I love meat, I love meat, I love meat. Well, you need to honour that. If you're, say a little prayer of thanks. I mean, I always be thankful for my food. Always bless my water. My water's blessed every single time I draw it. But I also do bless my food as well and be thankful for my food. It's just a thing that I can't. It's an habit that I'm not going to grow out of. So, and I feel like that's why you'll never be without. If some people who just take things for granted, especially eating food, people take it for granted. They're the ones that will end up without, in my opinion. There's so many people just so I feel like the ones like the homeless people and that are they the ones that are most grateful for a sandwich. Honestly, but there's people who just, I don't know, they're not grateful. I'd rather have quality over quantity. I'd rather have something small that's really, really nice than a big plate of crap. I'm a conscious consumer. I buy everything's like ecological, e-cover. Got 5 litre bottles, Castile soap, I use e-cover and things like that. I'm a very conscious consumer. I am. We have a botanical sea temple here, blooming opportunities. I feel like the less chemicals you have in your home, the better. I use essential oils for cleaning. I have sprays that I have essential oils in. I don't use any kind of air fresheners, anything like that. Just clean with oils, yeah, a natural soap. I mean, I've made my own natural soap, and the last one I whipped it, and it feels like light. It's all light, but it's really good. It's a good soap. I buy my own like organic soap base, and I mix that with like shea butter, mango butter, avocado butter, oils. Even my hand wash is just made out of Castile soap and oils. All natural. There's so much chemicals in the world, and this is why people are sick. But we've got the Botanical Sea Temple here. Number 9. Blooming opportunities. Affirmation. I am so excited to discover and create new opportunities and synchronistic experiences in my life. I am open to trying fresh things and watching them bloom before my eyes. My life is alive with wonder and magic. The sacred meaning. Fresh innovations, new growth, unfamiliar territory. The beauty of participating in the creation of your reality. Embracing the unknown possibilities that wait for your celebration. The sacred message. The Botanical Sea Temple is a majestic home to all of the marine fauna on the planet. All the seeds from all time are kept safe here. It is also the dream creation space for new types of marine and land plant life to sprout and bloom for the very first time. Once it is cultivated here, it will begin to grow in the most appropriate parts of Earth. There is a sacred place you can visit in your visualizations as a place of refuge, healing, and inspiration. Perform the following sacred sea ritual to access the portal to this extraordinary sea temple. You know, I like that. I've been on the beach and I've seen that what washes up, and I feel like, this is where sea moss comes from as well. And sea moss has like something like 90 some minerals that our body needs, so sea moss is, I do like making it myself, but I just find that just getting the tincture is just as good to me now, because it doesn't last very long, so you can only make small batches, and it does taste like the sea. It really does. You've got to like that taste. But yeah, sea moss. Are you experiencing, this is a sacred sea ritual, are you experiencing a feeling of soul depletion and want to reactivate a sense of wonder, enchantment and inspiration into your spirit? This is the perfect time to energetically visit the Botanical Sea Temple. To gain access, you must be sitting in a very comfortable position. Allow yourself to gaze upon this card as it takes you deeper and deeper into the temple. Just in case anybody wanted to screenshot that card. But you can just go within your mind anywhere. Your intention and visualization power are all you need. You now have access to the entire Botanical Sea Temple. Run around and play in any space or direction you feel inspired to. Notice everything around you and invent any kind of plant, flower, tree, fruit or food you would like to see grow. Visualize yourself holding the plant and watching it bloom before your eyes. As you touch this sacred creation, visualize an aspect in your life you would like to see grow and bloom. What would this be like? Can you imagine the powerful aroma your new creation in the world will have? Can you smell, feel, and know the essence of your creation? Allow yourself to delve deep within to find the seeds you wish to cultivate in your life, and let the Botanical Sea Temple empower the fullness of your fresh, wild bloom into the world. When you are ready to complete your magical journey and return, be sure to follow your footsteps and travel back the way you entered. Upon your return to where you are seated, take a few minutes to record and write down your visions and discoveries. You will want to remember everything. So there, yes, maybe somebody might want to do that. It sounds interesting. I think I want to go. You can even go to the sea and make that happen. But spirit, where shall we go from here? I think I'm going to go with the law of the positivism. Law of positivism. I am evolving as I am aware of my soul's journey. It's not going to be a long one, this. It says, I am open to divine guidance and support to heal my life. A lot of people, they don't even realise that their life needs healing. But I feel like if people are coming to tarot for answers, there's something that you know, I forgive and release the past to heal my life. Yeah, I feel like that forgiveness is a big thing. And, you know, you don't have to go up to that person and say, oh, I forgive you. You just need to do it inside quietly. So, you know, I forgive them because they know what they do. You know, that's what even the Bible says it. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. If they actually did, you know, I feel like, because they're being pawns, like, you know, once people awaken, a lot of people don't want to do it. They don't want to put in the work. They'd rather stay in that low vibrational energy, because it does take work, and it does take time, and it does take patience, you know, but you get there. You can do it. Yes, you can. You can get it if you really want. Yeah, I forgive and release the past to heal my life. So someone does need to forgive someone here. And whether it's yourself or whoever, you know, sometimes you need to forgive yourself as well for doing things like, you know, when you were younger, or, you know, you're not knowing any different, or being in a place of hurt. Because a lot of people, when they're hurt, they want to seek revenge, you know. Even me this morning, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I used to have this neighbour, I've always had these neighbours, but this neighbour, I was living in Newcastle. I've had some awful ones, but this one was quite. He just used to constantly throw eggs at the windows, and he had chickens, yeah, so it wasn't anybody else. And this morning, I was thinking, I should go past and whack an egg off his wing, and I thought, no, no, you don't want to do that. So I feel like Spirit's probably speaking to me as well. You know, just forgive them. You know, they would leave it up to Spirit, because when you let karma do the work, when you go out there and you seek revenge, you're building up bad karma for yourself. You're just making yourself as bad as that person who did it in the first place, you know. So yeah, just releasing it. Let the Most High deal with them. Forgiveness is the internal process of unconditional acceptance, compassion, and release. When we understand that we have to accept all of life, its blessings and lessons, to fully walk our path, we release the need to hold on to the past. Forgiveness is the way to liberation and unconditional love and acceptance. What are you holding on to that is keeping you in the past? Is it a place, situation, event, memory, or a person? Is it something that has been happening within or outside of you? These questions are essential to contemplate if you are dedicated to healing your life and its layers. It is vital for the present moment and the future that you consciously let past experiences that haven't served you or even hurt you come to the surface so you can observe them. This can bring back uncomfortable memories, but it is better to be consciously aware of them than to suppress them. When you do so, they cause imbalances, not only energetically, but also emotionally, physically, and mentally. Tap into your heart and that unconditional forgiveness to take a giant leap in your healing. Practice to release and forgive. This practice is an act of self-love. Use it as often and for as long as required. Sit in stillness in meditation and ask yourself, what am I holding on to? And what needs forgiveness? How can I forgive myself and others? Journal on the things that are coming up right now. This is what you need to focus on healing. Then write down, I forgive, and continue with what you are forgiving and releasing right now. The symbols, the waning crescent moon, release, butterflies, and hope. You know, yesterday, I was like, you know, I haven't even seen any butterflies. Boom, a butterfly came, and I was like looking out the window, and it came and went hit the window. A beautiful white butterfly. I was like, thank you, Spirit. And I also saw a little ladybird and a wasp. You know, I love looking for the creatures, me. And I saved a caterpillar the other day. I put it on my potato plants, but my plants outside are getting chomped away. They're eating everything, and I'm like, well, you know, at least they're getting fed. You know, the plants That's what they're there for, aren't they? You know, I did want them to grow and me to enjoy the flowers, but the animals, little creatures need to eat them. They need to eat them. Right, Spirit, where do you want me to go from here? I think I'm going to give you an Archangel Michael message before I close out this reading. Oh, it says you're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. So you see, it could be a new job. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. Excuse me, confirmation. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Yeah, you will only see the message if you're looking. If you're not looking and you're not aware, you're not going to see the messages that the universe is sending to you. Your spirit wants someone to let it go. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. Yeah, just sort of stop holding on to grudges and thoughts and feelings and anything, resentments, anything to do with the past. It's gone. It's see you later. You're not going that way. The present is the gift. Enjoy the moment, savouring it. Pray from your heart. Number 23 again. Prayer can really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Oh, the power of prayer is incredible. It is an open exchange of communication between the divine and the part of the divine within you. It can heal any challenge and bring forth amazing miracles. That is why you are being called upon now to pray from the heart. When your prayers are focused by your emotions and the intensity of your heart, they have more power than ones that just come from the mind. The latter is when you say the words out of routine without deeply feeling their meaning. That isn't to say that prayers are ranked by a priority level. A sincere plea in desperate times is valued just as much as prayers of gratitude and affirmation. Even a simple request for a parking space can provide instant results when your heart is engaged in the asking. If you are facing a challenge at this time, or if you just want to manifest something magical for yourself, know that a prayer is part of the answer. Make time for your prayer list every day, but don't let it become an empty routine. Be sure to put your heart in it each time. Yeah, but it's been very specific as well, because sometimes we can pray and we're not that specific, So I feel like being specific, really go into detail about what it is that you want. You could say, oh, I'm praying for, I pray for love, pray for a partner, but you need to be a bit more specific. Then we've got making a decision here. And I feel like this is something to do with justice as well. As this is a justice, this is the arts being weighed as light as a feather. It's like, yeah, you need to release things. If things are causing a heavy heart inside yourself, you need to release that, on where our hearts are going to be weighed, when we leave, to know which dimension we're going in, because it says in the house of the Father there is many abodes. I know a lot of people say, oh, heaven. But if you read the Bible and you understand it, it says that the heaven is the home of the angels and the creator. People go to different places. And I feel like they go to different places depending on how they were in this life. And people always talk about heaven and hell. There's many. It says there's many mansions in the house of the Father. There is many mansions. There's different abodes. So there's different places that people can go. So yeah, you need to listen, listen to the heart, and pray from the heart. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet, I think. Oh no, it's already an hour in. Anyway, Yes, this is an hour in, and I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like I've said enough. And I'm gonna go and cuddle my puppies. I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday, wonderful weekend. I love you all. Take care. God bless. And I shall see you soon.